Was it because we was laughing at that man?
Oh Lord, we sorry. That man was being baptized.
I think because we was laughing.
In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
I think it's because we was laughing at that man. We was laughing at the pastor.
He almost drowned.
We was laughing at the pastor.
I guess that's not funny.
We was laughing at the pastor. Well, I know that I've been changed. Soon as he said that, it went out.
My computer's never done that. So that's why I'm like, Lord, are you trying to say something?
But that was still funny. God has a sense of humor. And we didn't say nothing that was bad.
I'm glad he didn't get hurt, though. The guy just pulled him up like.
But I was getting ready to say, what is that little man gonna do? Running over there like he gonna help the big man up.
Maybe I don't know. Like just in case he falls again.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. Well,
okay.
Your things is closed anyway. Okay, our last story, your stories, your tabs. The last story we was gonna do anyway. You always want to know. It's closed.
You could talk about the donkey of the day because it's still that same.
That's what I'm getting ready to do.
Okay.
The last story is you always want to know who Charlemagne the God. Oh, do restore. You always want to know who Charlemagne the God's donkey of the day is, right? Mm-hmm. Charlemagne is out for the week. Okay. Mm-hmm. So they allowing people to call in and say who they feel is the donkey of the day. Okay.
Okay.
Today, people gave donkey of the day to the submarine people that's missing. And I didn't think that was right.
Why did he do that, though?
Because somebody called. It wasn't him. People
somebody called in.
Yeah.
He
said because they paid $250,000 a piece.
Yes.
To go on a toy.
Yeah.
And when they showed how the man was, did you see what he used to control it?
Some thing.
It was a thing you used from a Game Boy.
From a Game Boy. You going that deep in water for something that has happened years ago that others have gone down there, come back, and you just take something really cheaply made and not really put engineering time
That's
to
what
it.
I'm talking about.
Yeah, you are a donkey.
I don't want to say that because they're going through a lot of stress right now. That if they still alive, we don't even know if they still alive.
One of the things that Sonny brought up on the View, nobody can sue.
No, they signed waivers.
They signed waivers. Yeah,
they signed waivers.
Nobody can sue. So, and that's a lot of money. And we talked about paying a lot of money to go to the moon.
Thank you.
And then you pay a lot of money to go underneath. You would think. It was somebody that they said who would go down there all the time. They said, why didn't they not consult with someone like him?
Yes.
That dives down there and goes down there and they know the waters. They know the ins and outs.
Right.
You would pull them aside and say, hey, let us know what's going on.
Right.
But you got to be on your own.
So they gave them. Now, the latest news with that is, I don't know if you know, but Canada has this technology. It says in a tweet Wednesday just after midnight, the Coast Guard said that noises were picked up by the Canadian P-3 aircraft. And as a result, underwater operations were relocated to try to locate the origin of the noises. Mm-hmm. What'd you do?
I didn't. You never changed it.
Oh, I can.
Okay.
Yeah. They were saying that they can hear underwater way down with this aircraft.
Yes.
So those operations haven't turned up any findings yet, but the underwater operations are continuing. The Coast Guard said, adding, the data from the P-3 aircraft has been shared with our U.S. Navy experts for further analysis. So even then they said it's some boat or something from Japan is the only thing or something that can go down there, and it's going to
take a few days to get there.
Yeah, so they would say it would only be a miracle. It would be a human miracle, not a human, a supernaturalist miracle
for them to be
if they get saved.
Now, they don't have anything in there like you're saying that's a mask that they can put on and give them more oxygen, more air.
I don't know. And then they showed how they're sitting.
Yes.
It's 3 on this side and 2 on this side.
At one time.
You can't even stand up.
Wow. What were they planning? What was the time frame that they were planning on doing this? Just in a day?
Was going to go down probably and come right back
up.
But here's the thing. What reason would you have? We've seen everything. They sent machines down there and we've gone through every room. Literally, it's opened the door. They've had mechanic things go down there, open the door, go in the rooms. We know every inch of that boat. Mm-hmm. Why would you have to personally go down there? You're not going to see anything different than what we see, and you're still looking at it through a glass. I
know, it's hard to even see through the glass.
And it's probably dirty, so you probably couldn't even hardly see down there.
Sonny kind of talked about it on The View, that side of it, that side of thinking. If you think about it, if you have an opportunity like when you go to the moon, and you can go down.
That's different though.
No. The only problem that they had is that the equipment was not at its level.
The difference.
But the desire to go. No, I agree. I agree.
Disagree.
No, I do. I honestly feel like, because they talked about the divers who's gone back and forth down there. People do it. I don't know why they didn't succeed.
That's what I'm saying.
Because their equipment was not up to par. They moved too quickly. The engineer, he wasn't an engineer. They had too many things that went against them, and that's probably why they're calling him the donkey.
Well, the people gave him, the donkey.
If they would have had the good equipment, as many times as people have dived down there, gone to the boats, in the boat and looked in stuff, so we could even see, for those of us who don't want to go down there, but we want to see, because Sunny says she follows the whole Titanic thing. She's amazed at this history.
But you almost... And I hate to say it, you almost would rather go with the air running out than be stuck somewhere where you can't eat for days and you start starving and want to eat each other. I'd rather just die from the air going out and we just all die together.
Don't they all die together though?
Wouldn't it be? Now this is what I would do. I would rather go to sleep and just not wake up. You know what I'm saying? Because don't your head get light when the oxygen go away? Mm-hmm. After a while, your head get light
anyway,
and you'll pass out and you just die.
So when they pull it up, we just pray that it's not 5 bodies that's just laying there.
I hope. If it is, can you imagine being the only one that's still there and you have to be with all these people that's gone?
Because the oxygen goes. That's it. How you gonna breathe?
I know.
I don't know what.
So that's my only thing. That's my only thing.
They came back to Whoopi to end out this segment of talking. And Whoopi said, she said she didn't even give no input. She just said, all I can do is pray for him.
That's all you can.
She said, I don't even know what to say. I can just pray.
You don't have nothing else you can do.
Yeah, you can't call them stupid. You can't call them wise. You can't call them anxious. You can't call them, why didn't they do this? Or, oh, that's good they did that. You don't know what to say.
After it's over.
Exactly.
That's what some people do. They make comments and you're still in the midst of the
moment.
And these people got families and stuff. Yes. So nobody wants to hear you call their family member dumb.
Right. Or donkey.
So it wasn't Charlemagne, but on the Breakfast Club, they had given them donkey the other day.
Could they have waited for this?
I think it's a lot of other people that's donkeys more than Andrew Tate could have been a donkey.
That's why the All-Black guy got fired. When he made a comment about the, what was it, that incident? It was somebody that passed.
Oh, it was too early.
It was too soon as a comedian. Yeah. And he was canceled from that commercial.
Yeah. So that was it. That was was the donkey.
Okay. People probably didn't know we came back on.
No, they don't. But it don't matter because I break this up into segments.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
Okay.
All right, y'all. So don't forget our book, 100 Family Friendly Jokes. Mm-hmm. I don't know why our thing went out, but it did.
It's never done that before. Just cut off.
I think it has something to do with this.
No, it's taped.
Don't touch it.
I'm telling you, I'm on the side of it. That little light comes on.
Right.
That never moved. The light was always on.
Well, anyway, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Always believe. And that was, well, again, another.